Hi, it's Linda Jane Green again to spend some time with you. I'm at the service center where I purchased my car at. You can see it there in the background. I am getting my car like the oil changed, and I'm getting the fluids filled, and they're going to put it on the diagnostic and make sure everything is okay. It's going to get a car wash. Last week when I was at Salem and traveling to Salem, I was realizing that I hadn't actually serviced the car in a while. The weird thing is like I was so excited about that property up in Salem that I just jumped in the car and started going, and I didn't even like stop for gas or check the fluids or anything. Luckily I have a newer vehicle, and it does have that little thing on the dash that tells you if your fluids are low or if your air is low in your tires, that sort of thing. But I made it to Salem and back just fine. There was a couple of hiccups, like I was on hairpin turns up in the mountains and going up through Idaho City and then into Lowman and Chalice and up by Stanley. So that was concerning, but I have driven those roads before, so it wasn't like a huge problem, just time consuming. And then like as I was traveling, I was thinking more and more about what I was doing, and I never did get to Salem, but I was thinking the property was going to cost $100 a month in payments, and I wasn't able to like rent it to anybody or have anyone park a camper or a mobile home or anything on it, so it wasn't going to generate an income for me. So it was going to cost me money. It was going to be a liability. It was going to be too far away for me to maintain it. I couldn't even get there in an afternoon. I wound up spending 10 hours. And then, of course, like I was on the highway and there was road construction and stuff. So that's why I chose not to go ahead with that. It was too many drawbacks and setbacks. And Robert Kiyosaki is talking about having money work for you and having like property in like an apartment or house that you could rent and you can generate an income from that. So that's what I was doing. I think my car is still sitting there. It's not, no, I guess it went for the car wash or the bay or whichever they're going to do. I'm supposed to be here for like about an hour and a half. So I thought about my car. I updated the registration. I'm getting the oil changed and all that today. And I was thinking about like on the road, there's setbacks, there's drawbacks, there's problems. At one point, like I was coming back at 1 a.m. because it had taken me so long to get up to Chalice, and then I decided I'm not going the rest of the way. So I was thinking a lot about the property and about money and trying to make an income and trying to have a recurring income. And Robert Kiyosaki was talking about you need to have something where the money is working for you. And with that property, the money was not going to work for me. It might have appreciated in value over time, but I would have been having to invest in it without a return. And there was no guarantee that the property was going to be worth more later on. It could have just stayed at the same market value. So that was why that was not really a very good investment for me. But as I was driving around and there was road construction, and at one point on the highway I felt like, oh, I'm playing chicken with semis, because the road construction had it to where we were on a 2-lane, just zipping past each other with just little fobs in the center of the lane to let us know there's no passing and there's cars coming towards you, which it's at night. Headlights, not everybody's going to get the memo. I wasn't sure if stay in your own lane, please. Another time too that I was coming up on some railroad tracks, and I didn't realize that there was a train coming. I mean, there was lights binging and things, and I caught on, as I was inching forward, and then the train started honking, and then the guardrail started coming down, and I had to actually back up because I was too close to the tracks, and the the guardrail would have hit me if I hadn't backed up. So I mean, there's risks when you're out there and when you're putting yourself out there, and there's setbacks, and I have a tendency to just kind of run into things. I just like, oh, that's a great idea, let's go. And I have more of a problem where, like, I get so excited and enthusiastic about things, and then people have to kind of like, whoa, Nellie, hold the horses here, and let's think about this, and let's draw back a little bit. So that was kind of what I was doing last week, was I was just jumping and running and having that enthusiasm and that excitement and stuff. But then as I was going down the road, I was thinking about it. The thing with what I'm doing with the attraction marketing, it's been having setbacks for me also, and it's for the same reasons. Like, I'm getting so excited to move forward down the roadmap with my classes that I just want to get stuff done. I just want to jump in and do it. And I got that way with my website. I wanted to just hurry up and fill in all of the little URLs and the Facebook pixels and the pictures and the blogs, and I didn't realize I was doing it on the 14-day free trial that they have out there for everyone to just opt in and see if they like the attraction marketing system where the websites are. So after I had gone through all the effort of putting in all of the blogs and URLs and pixels and domain names and things like that, and then there's places to upload your icons in your business logos and things, and after I had done that, everything got deleted because my 14-day free trial had actually expired, which I again had jumped in without really navigating and looking correctly and thinking through what it was saying on the bottom, that it was a 14-day free trial. With being a member of these classes and taking these classes, I am getting a free year subscription on the attraction marketing systems websites. So I had to go in, and I did talk with the support techs and tried to figure out what I was doing wrong and how did I do it wrong, and could I recoup any of the files and things that I had already uploaded. But I wound up having to start all over from scratch, which I just completed that today. So I am on the site where I have my 1 year free the free 1 year subscription, and I am on like, I have the blog posts back up. It's kind of like puzzle pieces. I had copied and pasted a lot of the stuff, so it wasn't lost permanently. The logos and the little icons, Facebook pixels, it was just work having to reload everything back on again. But the more I did it, the better I am at it, and the more I understand the ins and outs of how it works and where I'm supposed to put things, and it's a lot better. So it there was some tears involved. I can admit that I was so sad for the effort and the time lost, but it's still a skill set. It's still learning. I'm still navigating and figuring things out, and I am getting smarter, which is a good thing. So I know how to operate the website on the attraction marketing systems. I know how to do Zoom, green screens, webcams, virtual backgrounds, the Facebook fan page, the likes campaigns, the traffic ads. And I am moving forward down my roadmap with the classes. I'm 72% of the way down the roadmap in my classes, so high five. I'm getting there, and I'm still moving forward in spite of setbacks and in spite of different various problems, which I brought upon myself, really. But I'm still moving forward, and things are going great, and I just wanted to touch base with you. You can see I'm going to be here for about an hour and a half while they work on the car. I'm so thankful I didn't have a car accident. I didn't go up on the train tracks and get hit by a train coming down the tracks. I had to stop and slow down and think about, I tend to get lost anyways. And then I went into a gas station and had to make sure that I was on the right road, because I was supposed to be on 93 to get back to Boise instead of being 2026. So I did get home and I did slow down and rethink things, and that does seem to be a tendency for me. I think a lot of times with people, their tendency is that they don't even start because they're afraid they're going to fail. And with me, I jump and run ahead and do things with an acceptance that I'm going to fail. I know I'm going to get it wrong. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to get lost. I'm going to reroute and backtrack. I always have had to do it that way. And it's a part of just who I am, I guess. I would rather move forward and be busy and be progressive and try new things than to be afraid of the risk of making a mistake or doing something wrong. I wrote it down. Right now I'm working on a book called The Magic of Thinking Big, and that is by David J. Schwartz. He's a PhD. And he's also talking about thinking that you can do it and moving forward in spite of setbacks. There was one story in there where he was talking about a young salesman who wanted a sales job, but he stuttered. And he said that stuttering didn't bother him at all. Why would it bother anybody else? He really wanted the salesman job, and he received the job. They hired him, and he did really well. But there are setbacks on roads, when you set out to do things. Like you might have your Facebook ads disabled, or your account disabled, or you might have an ad rejected. You might go down a road and find out there's a detour, or a road construction sign rerouting, or the road ends and you have to remap your way through. Maybe you're like me and you start up a website on a 14-day free trial, and then the 14 days expires. But there's mentors, there's coaches, there's support techs, there's people who've made these mistakes before and they keep moving forward. And there's a way to navigate and to do things. If you're interested in these classes, I had one person comment on one of my posts and said that I was never getting to the point, and he was getting bored. Well, the point is that there's a 10-day free boot camp that you can take if you're interested in taking your business online, and that the URLs and the explanation of the boot camp is in the Learn More button at the top of the page. So if you're wanting a point to why I'm talking to all of you and telling you about my website and my different setbacks and my moving forward and navigating and continuing to work on having my business online and also having a recurring income and automating things, well, the point is that you can do this too. If I can do it, definitely you can do this. There's a 10-day free, they call it a boot camp. What it is every day you get a video education from our teachers into your email. So it does require that you put your email into the system, and then you get a education email with a video in it every day for 10 days. So the point is, if you're interested in doing what I'm doing, and if you're interested in taking classes to learn how to take your business online and do traffic ads, Facebook ads, fan pages, and maybe even go where I'm going down the roadmap to a web page, go ahead and click the Learn More button, and it will take you to more information about these classes and more information about how to go online and have a recurring income. So I'm an affiliate with them, so if you click on it, you'll get the free 10-day, but then there's also a $27 class that you can take after that too, if you're interested, and you can keep going down the roadmap like what I've done. So I'm here at the car dealership getting my car all nice and tuned up for the next adventure, the next mishap, the next mistake, or just being out and about and knowing that I'm going to get from point A to point B without any problems based on my car. And the roadmap for the classes are the same way. There's step-by-step instructions and maps, and if you just drive safely, you'll get to your destination there too. I hope you have a great day. It was nice spending some time with you, and I'll catch you later. Bye.